Hi, good afternoon. Sarah Pacaro with Rewrite Your Life. Today I'm going to go over 3 reasons and make a quick short video about 3 reasons why you may be still stuck or haven't healed after having been in a relationship with a narcissist or a toxic and unhealthy person in any range. There's an entire range. There's mild to severe. So 3 reasons why you may still be stuck or haven't healed. The first one, you were guilty of what I was. Relationship jumping. One relationship with a toxic and unhealthy person ended, and you very quickly, very easily, moved right into another relationship without taking the time to heal first. If you've been in a toxic and unhealthy relationship, you experience so much all of that manipulation, the love bombing, the hate bombing, like all of these toxic thoughts and these very traumatic experiences. And if you just jump from one relationship to another, you haven't given yourself that time to process or heal. It's like you've eaten this giant Thanksgiving dinner and then you don't give yourselves time to digest and heal from it. You simply start eating again. So it's like you're overloading your body and your mind with all of these things and not allowing yourself time to process. You're simply feeling this heartache and this pain and hoping to find a solution to it, because what you really wanted was love, belonging, connection, and you're most vulnerable after a breakup because of those really hurtful, painful feelings and not getting what you wanted in the relationship. You just wanted to be loved, heard, connected, appreciated, all the things that these particularly toxic people promise you in this relationship, that you may get little sprinkles or breadcrumbs up, but you never actually feel. And so you think, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, I want to be in love, I want to start a family, like whatever it is. You're extremely vulnerable after any breakup, but particularly a breakup with a narcissist or a toxic person. So the number one reason why you may still feel stuck and just even more confused and the shell of a person that you don't know who you are is if you are relationship jumping and you're going from one toxic, narcissistic, unhealthy relationship to another without giving yourself that time and space to really digest and heal from this. And this is particularly dangerous, specifically when you are entering into a relationship with narcissists, because they look for this vulnerability. They seek it out. It's like you're this fish that's been like cut open and bleeding, and they're this shark and they can smell it. Like they love that vulnerability because it's an easy way to control and manipulate someone when you have your inner confidence, your self-worth, your strength back, and really truly love yourself. They're not going to come into your world. You're like impenetrable at that point. So really take the time to heal. But you may notice that if you haven't gotten to that place yet, it's because you're relationship jumping. The second one is that you don't seek help. I hear this a lot. Women who've been with one narcissist and they said, you know, I don't understand why now they're ending this relationship with the second or third one, and they just say, I just don't get it. Like I had a relationship that wasn't really good, and but that was a while ago, and then I took some time off of dating and I didn't date, I didn't see anybody, you know, I just took time to myself and I got to a really good place and I felt really good, and then I started dating again, and I just don't get it. I just seem to always end up people like this. So here's the thing. You think that just time will heal your pain, and time is simply just time. It's not a modality of healing. Things do improve with time, but only if you're putting effort towards healing yourself. You can't just take a year off and then say, you know, I'm just going to hang out with my friends and go hiking and read self-help books and find myself and just feel really good, because of course there's really not a whole lot going on if you're just simply taking time off of dating or from being in relationships. If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you have experienced trauma, and so many people have symptoms and signs of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and simply taking time off away from that doesn't allow that trauma to process. You really have to go through the healing stages of it in order for it to process, to get out of your body. You can't just take time off of dating or from a relationship. So it is so important to work on yourself and process that trauma, especially after having been with them. And then the third one, which I hear all the time, is reality invalidation. So if you are sharing your story, your struggles with friends or family, and they have never been in a toxic or unhealthy relationship with a narcissist themselves, they simply will not understand the depths of it and the complexities of it. So they might give you advice like, just move on. What's the big deal? Like, I don't see why you're still hung up on this or why you're still stuck on this. Like, maybe, you know, just find a hobby or get busy, even like go to the gym or start exercising or whatever it is. Like, they just tell you to get on, move on, get over it. And they just don't quite understand. I work with a lot of people, or a lot of people express, like, it's been a year, it's been 2 years, and I still am like so stuck in my head about this. And that's because the people that they're sharing their pain and their heartache with are have never been in a relationship with a narcissist. They really don't understand the dynamics and the complexity of it. Then that goes back to the second one. You have most likely experienced PTSD. It's not, I used to just think it was like a veteran combat term and analogy, but it's not. It's anything post-traumatic. And there are so many traumatic experiences when you've been with a narcissist throughout the entire relationship. Most likely there were signs, red flags. I had a client the other day call them red banners, and I love it. Like, red banners. They weren't just flags, they were giant banners. So you've got to process that trauma and heal it. You can't just simply move on. But you may think that something's wrong with you because the people you're sharing it with, it invalidate your reality, and your reality is you're toxically struggling. So please know that those may be 3 reasons why you are struggling to move on and heal after having been in a relationship with a narcissist. You need to work with someone who understands it. Your experiences need to be validated, and you need to process it. Don't just give yourself time. Of course, give yourself time, but don't only give yourself time, if that makes sense. So I hope that this helps make sense for those of you who are still in that space and you're still struggling. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. And if you're looking for someone who understands, I've been there, and that's what I work with my clients through, processing and healing with rapid transformational therapy now. So it not just is stuck in your body, you're able to get to the root cause of it and release it, and then move forward to healing by going within, not just talking to someone about it, which unfortunately happens a lot. So thank you guys. I hope that these 3 reasons help explain maybe where you or a friend are at.